Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the third quarterfinal in EAL Season 2. It's GGuys versus you Esports. My name is Protalis, and I'm here with fellow caster John. How are you doing, mate?
I'm all right, thank you.
Well,
Let's get into this.
it's going to be an interesting one coming into this. I haven't seen much of versus you in my coverage so far, but I've
Yeah,
casted a
neither.
lot of GGuys games, and they seem to be an incredibly cohesive unit. So,
Although I remember GGuys getting destroyed by Wizards on Mirage.
oh really? Wow, that
I'm
was
pretty sure it was
interesting.
Wizards.
I
But yeah,
saw
they got destroyed.
the best of three that I casted the other day. Wizards came out on top of, I believe it was
Exile.
Exile. That was it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we didn't see Spirit standing up in that game. But here we go. It's a short push. Looks like from versus you. No, they seem to be going long. Maybe a B split. Ooh. Stebby takes down Kipars.
Well, they've really got the pincer strategy in position. You've got to feel sad for Vladimir. He's all on his own in this construction area. What's he going to be able to
He's
do?
just dead.
He spots one guy, just getting shoulder peeked at this point, and the rest of the terrorists try to overwhelm him. He gets one eliminated. He's looking for more heads, but not going to find them just yet. And it's all on Emils and Oscu to reclaim, and they've got 52 HP between them.
Yeah, it's not looking too favourable as Stebby finds Oscar and LeFluff finds Emils.
Well, pistol round then going in favour of VersusYou Esports. Now, I'd say that Inferno is a slightly CT-sided map, so VersusYou
Yeah,
are
it
going to be
depends
happy.
though. It definitely depends. In like this level of the game, most maps are T-sided because of the really good utility use.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see what response GGuys have to.
What a shot by Kipars down mid.
Yes, that was very nice Eagle play coming out there from him. Are we going to be able to see any more? That's the question, indeed. He's already found one.
Yeah, look at this position from Emils, boosted on the wall at Banana. Will this be checked by H Monster as he seems to be edging through the smoke? Just falls back onto the ramp.
I've gone for the 4-man A stack here, which we don't know as of yet whether that's going to be the correct call. I think when you're on pistols on CT side, stacking a bomb site is definitely a preferable option.
Yeah, you gotta find those close angles and just stack there with lots of people and just try and find the headshots, and that's when the eco rounds start working.
Well, Emils is going to be put to the test of his deagle skills now, and he does manage to find Midgard
H
Stormer
Monster.
or H
I
Monster.
think it was H Monster. But yeah, that was the guy who was pushing through the smoke earlier. I thought he might get aggressive, and he gets his head ripped off by the deagle of Emils.
Well, there's only 3 left alive right now. Left on the side of GGuys, and they are all on the A bomb site.
Edge up towards long, going to be faced by Kipars with his deagle as well. Whiffs the shot. LeFluff hits him nice and low.
Well, they're trying to come round onto the A site, and are they going to be able to get much done? The CZ could be powerful in this angle. It's going to find one head. There's only 2 of them left alive now. Oh, but this position's absolutely mental. He's going to find one. Oh, he gets the second one with the 5-7 as well. Villis. I love that gun. It's a personal favourite of mine, and he shows exactly why it's so powerful. They failed to check around the box. And you
LeFluff
take up
fluffs it.
The fluff
That's
fluffed
that-
around.
Yeah, that is the nickname for that round now.
Well, it's very unfortunate for VersusYou that they found themselves stuck in that position there.
Just noticed on the stream it says unconnected
Yeah,
for one of their
there appears
names.
to be some kind of technical issue with the custom user interface right now. I'm trying to resolve it as we speak, but apologies for the inconvenience. Well, the shoe's on the other foot now, John. It's VersusYou that have the pistols and the lack of utility, and well, Villis is using an auto shotgun. You love to see him.
Yeah, it's always easier on the CT side to win with pistols, I'd say, because you can hold the angles, where the Ts you need to make the engagements, and a lot of the time they're quite long range, and with pistols you suffer.
Well, that certainly was something that VersusYou fell victim to in the last round, just getting that, those wide long angles peaked down mid and down banana. Those Deagles being able to do heavy amounts of long range work there.
Yeah, we've seen the Deagle already kill one guy down mid instantly. Well, pushing up Banana now are versus you, trying to take that control, already forcing MLs all the way back to site, but he's now got a crossfire with his teammate in CT.
Well, his teammate is going to get one. It's Caparas. He's found one. He's looking for another. He has got a grenade in his hand, though, when the man crosses, so doesn't find him just yet. Emmers will pick him up eventually, though. And despite Stebby's best efforts with the Deagle, it looks like the rest of his team are just going to get eliminated by GGuys there.
You should have seen what happened in mid. Villas literally shoulder peeked and one-shot the guy that ran out mid with an XM.
Fair enough. I mean, I love seeing. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about these shotguns, but I just love seeing them in play on maps like this. Like, I like it when you see people bring out a variety of weapons. Although I was casting the other final with Wizards of Gaming the other day, and they had a round where they had 4 AWPs and 1 rifle.
The hell? Wow.
And won it somehow.
Yeah, I'd say SMGs and shotguns are actually really good on this map because especially on Banana, there's a lot of nice close engagements where they can be pretty effective. Sorry, one sec.
Well, that's certainly a valid point to make. You've got, especially in those areas towards the apartments and in second mid and under balcony to A, there's a lot of angles where I think that you know, items like SMGs and shotguns can really be effective, as you were saying, just pushing those close range areas.
Yeah.
Sad to see that.
Looks like
an MP9 wasn't picked up, unfortunately, going into this one.
Yeah, also unfortunate that one of the VersusYou players has left the server.
Well, they're probably going for a reconnect here. Seems to have caused an error with the rest of the UI as well.
Lovely.
Well, now.
It'll probably fix when he joins back.
Hopefully. We can only pray that that is the case.
It's not too hard to fix, is it?
I hope not. I've personally.
Yeah, I'm not the technology man. I'm the speak man.
The speak boy.
I'm a man. Actually, I'm 18.
There we go. Then that's the legal side of things solved with. Okay.
Alright, is he back? Yeah, he's back. Let's hope it doesn't. The stream's obviously got the delay as well to see.
Well, we'll have to see then. As the technical pause does appear to resume.
Admin still hasn't said go, apparently.
Might have to go for a quick tactical restart here to try and resolve the observer issues. We'll have to see now. Yeah, okay. There are a couple of technical issues with this. So I'm going to cut to a quick break, ladies and gents, while we just refresh the page and come back with different UI. Stick with us.
Yeah, I'll
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. We've got to get the game back on the screen. There we go. Well, we're back in it. The technical pause is still in effect. We're in it now with the traditional in-game overlay. Apologies for those technical errors that caused us to have to restart initially there. They should all be resolved as of now. I'm just waiting for the unpause to come back in for these guys. Well, what do you think of the game we've seen so far? The pistol round looked very dominant from VersusYou, but they did excellent work with the pistols to counteract that initial play. I think second round.
GGuys looked really impressive with the pistols, definitely. They did a lot of damage, and obviously they won the round, and then they've been able to capitalise on it. And now they've got the round advantage, and definitely the economy advantage. Look at the T side, they're on the full eco. Should be a nice fast round.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be the next one that VersusYou are going to be looking to buy into, and I think something that GGuys want to be able to take away from this is if they can get a couple of rounds in a row on the CT side, you know, really consolidate their economy, just give them a couple of losses to be able to have in the bank without completely breaking them. I think that's what they're going to be looking to do in these next few rounds.
Yeah, definitely.
You have already saved an AK, which is something of note. To be, you know, in round 4, GGuys already have AK-47s on the CT side. You rarely seem to see that. So it's certainly going to help them later on in this game, as we see. Just going to need to see a bit more of what we've already seen before in this tournament. You know, we've seen that GGuys have such an incredible amount of team cohesion and successful, you know, they've got these benchmark strats and really excellent use of utilities. So if they can keep that up, then I think I quite easily see them taking this game, well, this half at least.
I favour them to win this game. I think it's going to be 2-0. From what I've literally seen this game so far, they look absolutely dominant. They literally look like they're controlling the map perfectly. They're not giving VersusYou any room. So as long as they keep this up, this map should be theirs.
Yeah, well, their deagle shots are active, so
definitely. They've got some fire deagles, fire aim on these boys.
We'll have to see. I think we've said it multiple times playing against GGuys. The only thing that you can really deal with outside of, you know, the way that you sort of act against the high level of skill coming out of GGuys, especially with their utility and stuff like that, is you need some incredible individual plays, right? You need guys that just absolutely run onto bomb sites and just demolish people, and then that way it doesn't matter how many set traps you have.
I think VersusYou do look like strong aimers, though. They don't look like they've been that good so far, but yeah, they've made it this far, so they must be pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's going to take something magical to really overcome GGuys. I haven't even heard of, outside of that Wizards of Gaming match, anybody
the
come
eco
close to beating GGuys.
Oh, not Ace. Yeah.
Well, I believe that the next match is going to be Mirage, and it will be VersusYou starting on the CT side of that one. And then,
so they'll definitely get the early advantage.
And then
on map
it goes to a third one, it will be Cash. Now, if it does go to Cash, I've got to say, I don't think VersusYou have very much of an opportunity. I've seen GGuys. I think we casted GGuys play Cash before, and they were incredibly successful.
Yeah, actually. Oh yeah, I think they were pretty dominant on Cash. I seem to remember them being really good. So if it goes to a third map, looks like GGuys definitely have the advantage from what we've seen.
Indeed. Well, the unpaused votes appear to be coming in now as the game is going to get underway. Emil's saved a Galil into this round, or somebody saved it and dropped it for him, which is interesting that he hasn't really bought much more utility considering how much money that he does have available. He has gone for a Zeus, though.
He has a Zeus. I was about to say, he doesn't need any utility.
Well, the earlier HE's gone away, but it's in the wrong area. Pares gets 3 of them. He's looking for more, but
that was some
Stebby swiftly retreats.
Steady, swiftly ripping off heads. Is
Well, Finish is hungry. He's going to push, and
the XM.
Steady goes for the burst fire, but unfortunately, completely whiffs it due to that aim punch, and just a nice clean anti-eco there from GGuys, really. I think the only thing you could say they wanted to do better maybe was get some more kills with the SMGs. Outside of that,
nah, Kiparis is just padding his stats with that AK he's got.
Well, it's an easy triple for him in second mid there, especially when they have no flashes to take him off and no armor of any kind. Well, it's a full AK buy, no Molotovs and only one HE for VersusYou, so forcing CTs off of angle is going to be slightly difficult. And fortunately, they have 4 smokes, so getting a bomb plant shouldn't be insanely difficult for them. And
Villa still with the XM pushing into the apartments,
flirting with death there. I think
definitely
that angle with the shotgun.
Yeah, probably deserved to have his head ripped off, but
well, there's 3 players for VersusYou in the A apps area, but the bomb is still all the way back towards the B site, and I think that's VersusYou just probing for any more CT aggression and trying to see whether they're going to get an advantage on A before deciding to take the bomb somewhere else.
Well, right now it's just looking like pretty average CT default. They are well prepared though, 3 players on the A site as VersusYou start the execute. Oof, that pre-fire nearly got him. Jesus, Vladimir's pushed off the angle.
They expended a lot of utility there, VersusYou did, and all it really gained them was a little bit of control of this A middle area.
Yeah, that's not good. You definitely want to see more, and Emil's pushes through the smoke to take down H Monster on B. This is all falling apart for VersusYou in this round.
I'm not sure whether Oscar spotted LaFluff here. He definitely did now. And that information is going to cause the rotations to come in. Vladimir's, he's getting aggressive through the smoke. Finds 2 for himself. He's looking for more, but
Midgard.
Well, Midgard's got 2 of them back through the smoke, and then LaFluff's come to save him. And somehow we're back into a 2v2 at the end of this round.
Yeah, that was some clean aim by Midgard. Oh, Kipara is nearly being found by LaFluff. Will LaFluff fluff it?
We'll have to see now. He's definitely not peeking his head up again. He knows that Kipara has been strong with that AK so far.
Yeah, Midgard right in the corner of sight. Will it be checked fast enough? CTs do have kits, so the time pressure's not there. Emils takes down Midgard's, and Emils finds LaFluff, and there we have it.
It looked a little bit ropey there with those initial trades being traded through the smoke. Obviously Vlad getting 2, but then Midgard eliminating another 2 through smoke, and LaFluff helping him out coming up short. It looked a little bit dicey for GGuys there, but after that flank came around from A short from Emils, it just shut the round down really. Peaked the right angle on the site, eliminated the site player, and then all of a sudden the man in pit had no say in the matter.
Emils has pulled up a Zeus again.
You just know he wants a Zeus kill. He's hard. Yeah, he wants it badly.
He's going to keep this till he dies.
There's a couple of times you've seen him in this position, just holding very passively on the A site with some HE grenades before going out and taking aggression late in the round. This is something he's done twice now, and I think hearing that AK be shot by H Monster towards mid as kind of, I think it might have tricked him into thinking that this is a full buy. Usually he's much more aggressive on these situations.
Bombed.
Well, he's looking to get bombed a second time. Unfortunately, the grade's not quite on the right angle. He's down to 18 or 19.
Yeah, he's definitely low. Ooh, bit of team damage. On the Mills.
Giving Emils a cheeky little dink in the back of the head there. He's ringing your bell.
Stebby gets spotted out on the A site. He's the lurker in apartments.
2 on B short now. As he pushes through the smoke as well. Is Oscar going to expect this? No, he whiffs the first AWP shot, and H Monster gets his 3rd in the round. He's the only one that bought an AK going into this round. Oh my god, H Monster! 4 kills now and an AWP to his name, and Vladimir is all alone. He does shut him down eventually.
Could this be the 1v4 retake clutch that GGuys need for the round? Vladimir does have a kit. He's not completely out of it, but it does look like the T's are pushing, and he seems to be falling back.
Well, I mean, what do you do in this situation, really? I think you have so much money invested into this round, and some of the players on his team, including himself, are going to be hard-pressed for cash.
Yeah, there's literally one guy with an AK. He gets 4 kills, so the rest of his team do nothing. Just follow him with the bomb.
Well, he's going to get 1 for his name, but Furiosa, or Furious Sam, rather, He's going to take him out at the end of the round, and
You just call him Furious or something.
be interesting to see the buys that they come out with. Now, the players with lots of money are going to drop, but this puts the economy of GGuys on the ropes. If they lose another round here, they could be in some serious trouble.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. Well, we're going to see an aggressive banana peek by Mills. Doesn't look like he's going to be finding anything anytime soon. Although H-Monster kind of peeking the banana, just
Well, again,
trying to find that kill.
it's just this T default set we've seen so many times in this tournament so far. It's just terrorists really waiting and probing for that CT aggression. Emma's forcing the bait there and does go for the flick. It's going to force him off his angle.
He actually hit him through the wall for 66.
Well,
Wasn't for nothing.
that's it. I suppose so. He does trade out the damage that he takes in return in HE grenades.
Yeah.
But VersusYou now deciding that maybe we dip out of out of this area.
Villas had a very strong angle there in apartments, but Emil's picked by Stebby with the AWP. Oh, Villas needs to put that Mag 7 to work, but it's found by the fluff.
It's just not really what you want to see, especially when you get hit by that initial spray. Your first shoulder peek misses, and you kind of expect the guy to be going back, right? So why you're re-peeking that angle with a Mag 7 is beyond me.
Look at that aggression from Vladimir, though. Pushes out the apartments first. 2 players just sitting in second mid. He could bring this round back. We've seen it happen before.
Right, it's going to be crucial in this round. Those 2 kills are. They're going to be incredibly vital to the outcome. And what is also going to be vital, I think, is the position of the fluff up towards the apartments. Whether this gets checked or not is a question indeed.
Yeah.
Now, Vladimir has seen the grenade come down from that balcony, so he knows there's somebody up there. Well, the smoke's come down, but the fluff just takes 2 of them up, cleans them in the back, a double spray down for him, giving him 3 kills total in the round, and really good execute coming out there from VersusYou. They did a good job at forcing Emils off of Banana, and they've been reading that he likes to get aggressive quite a lot, so Stebby just had the good position to counter him with the AWP, and it's the nightmare scenario that we were saying for GGuys. They're all out of money.
Yeah, it's not gone well the last couple of rounds. VersusYou really surprised me with their aggression. They've been really clinical. Definitely an improvement from the earlier rounds. They must have had a nice discussion during that pause.
Well, Vladimus has gotten himself a deagle and body armor. We've seen him pull off some lethal shots already in this game.
Yeah, he's been looking pretty strong in terms of aim.
Again, we're just seeing a standard setup here from VersusYou. They're just holding, well, they're holding slightly more aggressive in Banana, but they're not getting too crazy, rushing anything too aggressively. They're just waiting to see what CT aggression they can find and try and get those early picks. They do look to be taking the bomb towards the B-bomb site now.
Yeah.
H-Monster, he's looking for one in Coffin's area. He's not going to find him. And excellent discipline from the rest of GGuys there not to peek out early.
Oh, and now they peek together and both die. So,
Well, there's not much you can do when H-Monster's getting fully blind kills and there's an AWPer watching your angle.
yeah, it's always a little bit unfortunate with CS, but they know their timings, so they just spam the smokes and kill them.
Well,
Spam the flashbangs.
VersusYou now just going to be able to walk into a completely open bomb site. Villis does find one back over on the B site, but somehow my spidey senses are tingling and they're telling me that GGuys don't really have a chance in this round.
Yeah, I think they're more than out of it. No kits. One guy with no armor and an AK who's just running back to the site to save it.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good find, I suppose. It means you don't take nothing out of this round. You manage to take an actual AK, and I like Caparis's position here. You know, he's not holding too aggressively, but he's saying if anybody peeks up there, then I'm going to try and eliminate you from this elevated angle. And I don't really like the fact that Villis was peeking CT there.
Yeah, I think he's just killed himself.
Well, he's going to find one.
Maybe they don't.
He's going to expect the second player, though. He sees the foot. But
That's unfortunate. Just misses out on the headshot.
not going to be able to eliminate him, unfortunately. And
Yeah, I think realistically, Villas needed to stay safe, not peek in that situation.
yeah, I don't really understand why he's looking to get kind of aggressive towards CT there. I mean, if he hides at the back of the site, they don't even necessarily know he's there. But after he lets those few shots off, they know exactly what they're hunting. They were looking for that AK. What is this? I just saw
2 of the nades missed.
3 HE grenades barrel up towards the second mid window, and 2 of them miss. That's really unfortunate.
Nice!
Whoa, now that HE, incendiary rather, that's lethal from Villis there. That's really going to delay the push of VersusYou. Do they expect there to be so many players up this short area though? That is the question. Well, Villis gets eliminated regardless. Vladimir's on the pit position. He's looking for more, but he's not going to get it. H-Monster trades him out ultimately and goes into a 4 versus 3 retake for GGuys.
Yeah, the CTs are pretty separated as well. They're coming in from all different angles. They've not really got good trading. So, although Kiparas finds Furious Sam in the close corner. No. But realistically, they're running out of time. They've only got 1 kit.
GGuys, they have 1 kit and they have 2 smokes available as well. Well, they did. One of them's already been thrown. Well, that jump boost could have been lethal, but H-Monster, his aim was just more to the point, really.
Well, I was going to say, it would have been better if it worked.
Yeah,
because the run boost just goes completely wrong and he just gets catapulted into his death.
Well, I think something that's worth mentioning at this point in the game is a little man on GGuys called Osku. He's only got 0 kills and 1 assist to his name. So
is that since the start? Isn't that the guy that disconnected though?
I think that's since the start of the game.
Oh dear, man's not having a good game.
Not quite.
I think he disconnected after pistol actually or something like that.
No,
so I think he has got a kill, but
well, not on the scoreboard in this game anyway, Vladimir. So I like the idea, but it's just not going to be enough. LaFluff holding that off angle there. He just doesn't expect it and gets his head taken off by an AK. And once again, we see players rotating off the B site very early. You know, only leaving Kiparas there with the P250. Well, they have come back in the end.
Yeah, I think GGuys are just getting a little bit nervous. You see the over-rotating. Oh, that peak is deadly. H-Monster.
My lord. His aim has looked mechanical so far this game. He's had 11 kills.
H stands for headshot. H stands for headshot. That's all I'm saying.
He's an absolute animal. He's looked like so good with that aim, just rigorously finding target after target.
He's ripping heads. No mercy on this man.
Well, for some reason the bomb hasn't been planted yet. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're hunting. Now they'll plant after.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be another buy round from GGuys here, so another chance for them to re-enter the scoreboard at 5 rounds. VersusYou have strung together, I think, 5 in a row now. They've won the pistol and have had 5 in a row consecutively since. So maybe a double up setup's exactly what GGuys need to, you know, a bit of a change of pace, changing the angles that they're holding. That's really upsetting from Emil. Just only manages to leg one, and then the grenade does take the other one out. Ultimately, there's 3 more players from VersusYou up here though. Emils gets another one before being taken out by a grenade.
Yeah, this round looked a lot better. There was a lot more aggression from GGuys and just great AWP solo play by Emils. Oh, is he going to find him through the wall? He spotted the shoulder, but takes him down. I would have just wall-banged his head, I reckon.
Yeah, but that's because we know he's there because the X-ray.
Oh yeah, but he spotted his shoulder before then, but then really? Waited. Yeah, he did.
Well, maybe I don't know. I'm not very good with the AWP at all. I probably wouldn't even hit the shot.
Yeah, I'm not a very good AWPer. I move too much. Well, here we go. Anyway, we've got.
Well, that was some
5 AKs.
Individual play from Emils there to give GGuys their first round after VersusYou took 5 in a row.
This position from Villis, boosted on the veranda. I don't know what it's called.
But he's not even boosted up on like the little roof above boiler. He's boosted up on this mental off angle. Yeah. On this tiny little balcony. I'd be very surprised if VersusYou come around the corner and peek that.
It's not that difficult of a position to get to, but it's not used very much, so people aren't liable to check it. So if he keeps using it, yeah, he could definitely find 1 or 2 kills.
That's a beautiful grenade there onto the fluff, perfectly angled. Excellent game sense there from either Emils or
I think it was Villis. Was it? All right.
Well, still good game sense from them to be able to throw that grenade there and do the damage. They're not going to know it's been done though just yet.
Yeah, this 4-man stack on the A site could be deadly. H-Monster finds the position of Villis, is full blinded by the flashbang.
Well, he's being peeked on the angle, but he's going to find one with a wall bang before retreating now. The HE doesn't quite eliminate him. Paris is smoked off, but he's jumping all the way through it. Finds Stebby through the smoke, and Osku gets the other one. Furious Sam now on his own in the balcony position. That HE surely going to see his day done.
Oscar finds his second frag of the match in one round.
All in one round, all in a day's work. So yeah, I mean, that's exactly what GGuys needed. It looked like that double AWP setup is really doing work for them now. VersusYou don't really seem to have an answer for it. They don't have an answer to Emil's AWPing towards Banana, and I don't think they expected the second one to be so deep in the A site either.
Yeah.
You can see Emil's get aggressive.
Stebby, lovely pick onto Giparas in the apartments, punishing that aggression. There was a double AWP set up on GGuys though, so we'll just have to see how that works on Inferno.
That's true. We've seen it work quite well in these last 2 rounds so far. Emil's is doing a kind of off boost here. I think Sebi saw it.
What a shot!
Just about clips the hat of H Monster, and of course in this game that's enough to eliminate you.
Oh no, my hat and my head.
Bullet just goes out.
Yeah, I think there must have been a fluff in communication there because he pushed in after his teammate had already spotted him.
I don't know whether they were expecting that he couldn't quite see anyone from that angle.
Yeah, potentially. It was literally like a slither of his hat and he just got punished. It was a great shot by Mills.
The rest of the team is still going up this banana area now, and Emil's just left alone with this AWP. He's going to get a rotator in the form of Oscar, so it's going to be 2 AWPs that have to deal with this B attack.
Why has he just done that in front of a smoke? Did you see that? Oh my god.
Oscar has arrived now.
Yeah. Both AWPing, which is a little bit interesting.
But VersusYou have decided to take the bomb elsewhere.
It's going to be an A push. We're going to see some great work coming out of Vladimus and Villas, who have looked good this game so far. Oh, Villas! Oh, it's Vladimus.
Vladimus, man. He's been so good in these flanks. The teamwork between him and Villas on this A site has been impeccable so far this game. Villas has just been baiting people out, and Vladimus has just been spraying people in the back.
Yeah, they've had some amazing team cohesion. You're definitely right when you said that earlier. Right, I will be back in 2 seconds.
Okay, Stebby somehow has managed to find 2 at the end of that round. They were hunting him perhaps a little bit too eagerly. And as a result, he's going to lose his AWP and not be able to take that one into the rest of this round. As we see now, a pause coming in here from VersusYou, presumably a tactical one. We are entering the latter stages of the first half of this game, and they're running out of chances, really, to get any more rounds for themselves in this half. I think it certainly has to be said that this double AWP setup from GGuys is absolutely lethal. It's completely shutting down VersusYou on whatever angle they're attempting to come in from. We see here a quasi-buy coming out from VersusYou. One of the first real ones of these that I've seen so far. I mean, they did go for that 1 AK-4 pistol play earlier on in the half, which worked out very well because H Monster just banged 4 people's heads off. But Stebby's kept his AWP. H Monster has enough money, so they're just going for the full force here. They're spending all of their money. They're going to want to get this one and then hope that leads to them getting the next one as well to see off the half ahead. We'll have to see that.
It's almost like I left tactically. Come back and there's a pause.
Well, we'll have to see what VersusYou are going to be able to do with this. They have quite a lot of utility. No Molotovs, though.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to struggle on the utility side, especially with those 3 pistols.
It's going to be hard for them to force their way in anywhere. No head armor on Monster. A good thing to point out, and that can be dangerous when going up against CT rifles because they usually don't want to hit you in the head, so that does leave you open for some upsetting one-tap potential if you're caught on the wrong end of it.
I actually went and got dinner, by the way, so if I don't speak for an extended period of time, I'm probably just chewing.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I've just had to open a window because I'm literally dying of the heat right now. It's so hot.
The sun is coming into my window now, so my room's slowly becoming a greenhouse.
Yeah, well, my dogs weren't too enthused about my door opening there. They just started going a little bit bananas, but it's alright. It's so much easier. Oh my god. It's so hot being trapped in like a tiny little room with a computer. People don't know the struggle, man. The absolute.
It's actually like 34 degrees in my room right now.
Well, I'm liking GGuys to take this game. They've well, I'm liking them to take it now that they've got 2 AWPs out. They did look a little bit shaky before those 2 AWPs came out, but afterwards they've been looking crisp and gold, and ML's especially been putting in huge amounts of work over towards.
Yeah, definitely. That AWP work has been outstanding so far.
Well, the unpause has come in. VersusYou likely taking a tactical one. So they talk about the strat that they're going to do in this round. Let's see if that pause generates any strategy for claims on the next 2 rounds in this half. A 3-man B stat coming out from GGuys this time. Oh no, Emil has blocked the Molotov there. He's not going to be able to retreat either. Thank God nobody's peeking him aggressively with an AWP, but he could have been all over for him. Stebby. He's going to get hit for 2 HP by that grenade. Not quite in the same position that he needed to be. See Emil's now up tight on this wall. He's looked so dangerous from this position so far in this game. Stebby now down to 67 as a result of these HE grenades, and it's just in the angle that he's been playing so well so far in this CT half. The Fluffy was looking to go out there, but he's been Molotoved off. Can't push anywhere.
I think Emil's could definitely find at least 1 kill here. There you go.
There he does.
What a peak.
And it's a powerful one as well, because it takes out the opposing AWPer. The AK is the only other non-pistol weapon. It's an AWP in the hands of H-Monster now, but I fail to see what else he's going to be able to do with it now that the rest of his team are dead. He does eliminate Emils.
Well, we've seen some disgusting stuff from H-Monster before. We'll just see if he can repeat it.
Oh, he's going to be on his own. He's going to creep up Banana. Is he going to expect Kaparis to be in the crossfire with Oscu? Oscu is AWPing from coffins. I don't think he's seen him just yet, although that peak will confirm that he's his position. Oh, it's just a bit messy. The CZ damage
Bait and switch.
Look over, and then Kaparis comes out and finishes him off. So
it's a classic bait player. It was really good, really well executed by GGuys. We're seeing some really textbook stuff done amazingly well right now.
Well, looking at the economy of VersusYou, you've got to say that you're not liking their chances to come out 8-7 in this half. It's looking more like a 9-6 half. So you see a 3rd AWP now come out for GGuys. It's in the hands of Kapares, who's currently peeking mid. Hasn't seen anybody just yet, though.
Yeah, it definitely looks like GGuys have recovered from the streak of rounds that VersusYou had. They're looking much cleaner now, much more focused.
Well, yeah, I don't think VersusYou, they haven't won a single round since that 5 stretch they found in the middle of this half. And the pistol one at the start, obviously. And for once, it looks like they're making the correct tactical call here to go to the A site. They're hitting the bomb site with less players on it, although as I say that, Villis does start moving over towards that archside area.
Yeah, we've not seen as much aggression this round from the CTs, so they've not really got all the information. Normally they'd already have 4 sites on the site the T were going.
Well, I think they're slightly more panicky about getting aggressive this time because they went up against the Pistols last time. They don't know the state of their opponent's economy too well, so they don't want to be getting aggressive and running into AKs and AWPs. Well, ML's his first
you're right.
one. Oh, I didn't find the second one. Surprising there. There's another AWP
Yeah, he
in this
just flicked
coffin
a little bit
position.
far.
This could be dangerous. He's so up close, and we've seen the worst thing happen when you call for a triple AWP setup here. You just get rushed down by CTs.
Yeah, there's a little bit of an oversight to keep the triple AWP. It's always difficult to hold against close range weapons, especially when they're pre-firing with a CZ. What can you do? You just get your head ripped off.
Well, that was an excellent Molotov there from VersusYou. Really forced Villis off that angle. He was definitely in a position where he could have shut this round down early. It's a 3v3 retake. Make that 3v2. Make that 3v1. And Stebby is going to find one.
He can do this.
Is that going to be it, though?
Oh,
He's going to need to find the planting
gone.
player, though. Oh, he might do it! He's forced
my-
Kaparis off the bomb. Is that enough time?
Has he got time?
I think he might just have it.
I think he has just enough time. Oh my god, what a round.
Well, excellent play there from Stebby at the end. Just needed to move
Yeah.
slightly faster. Perhaps, I reckon if he takes out Kaparis there instead of taking out Villis, I think it was, then he has that round.
I don't know, the thing is, the shot on the defusing play would have been quite difficult because obviously he pushed through and the coffin would have been in the way. That was his bet, I think, just to kill the guy that is a threat to him straight away.
Yeah, well, 18 kills for Kaparis in that half. Superb half that he's had so far. Hopefully,
Yeah, I think GGuys as a unit have just looked really good as well. I don't think you need to necessarily highlight a player. As a team, they've been excellent. Obviously, Oscu's lagging behind a tiny bit.
Yeah, he's been
Yeah, he's not
trailing,
far off
but he's been using the AWP on the A site, and a lot of the time in this half, the bomber hasn't really ever gone towards A, so...
Yeah, that's true.
And if it has, it's been Vladimir sat on a balcony spraying people down.
Yeah.
Stop them from getting in Oscar's crosshair. Well, GGuys are going to need to continue that high level of play if they want to have a similar scoreline going into the second half here. They are on the T side now. They've gone for your classic one utility player to try and get the bomb down, so they're looking for a post-plant situation, and
Yeah.
they've got one defuse kit on VersusYou, but no smoke in his hands. He's got a HE instead that he's put down, but the banana. But unfortunately, he just didn't find any damage with it. It was just the wrong call for that particular ang, and this could be dangerous because Oscar's come out mid and he's run exactly past Stebby, but Stebby doesn't expect him to go into those apps. And bombs down for GGuys now. 3 versus 5 retake for VersusYou. I think they certainly need to have a look in this pistol round to be indicative of their chances for the rest of this half.
They do still have that defuse kit. So I wouldn't say it's impossible, but 3v5 against Glocks at short range on the A site is just virtually impossible.
Especially when they're all apps, yeah, and they're running away. They're saving the kit and the smoke and the flash. They don't exactly have faith in themselves to take this one. And good play from GGuys, just going in, hitting their shots, each individual, playing positionally very well. Well, Paris is hunting, he's hungry, but he's only going to find one.
Yeah, the crouch from Midgard saves him for about 3 seconds before the rest of the T's arrive to kill him.
Well, Vladimir does get his second one, which is good. I mean, that's decent play for them, to be honest. Like, Paris, he tried his hardest, right, to try and counter those. I mean, going down and on is what you want to do. They're hoping to get into T-spawn or something like that because they know they're going to be chased from the arc side angle, but, you know, we just saw Capares was there. He only managed to get the one, but it was enough to delay the opposing push. Oh. Emmons is pushing up with an AK now. Interesting to see the AKs going in first on this B-bomb site instead of some of the submachine gun players. It's not something we've seen so tightly just yet. Well,
oh, Emil's this position could be deadly against Furious. Sam does peek out, finds him unawares.
Oh.
2 more players on the B site now. If Emil starts pushing in, he could get caught in the crossfire.
But I've got Midgard on the boost here. The smoke's come in on the angle. Are they going to be able to peek it there? That is the question. No. Midgard gets 2 incredible one-taps there. And that's enough for GGuys to go, nah, mate. We'll take the bomb out, thanks.
See ya!
The Fluff was hoping to get in on the flank, but unfortunately didn't do so. And
Oh,
Stebby now.
Look at this CZ going to work.
And all of a sudden, it's just Villis left. And he's not going to be able to find it. So, GGuys get a taste of their own medicine here. As they win the pistol round and then get wrecked by the CZ/Deagle armor strategy from VersusYou in this one. Wow.
Oh, here we go. Into the next round.
We've gone for a 3-man stack from VersusYou already up towards this banana area. They've pumped a load of grenades down there. Unfortunately for them, though, they just haven't managed to find anyone just yet. And the round slows down
4 sky round.
significantly.
4 sky round coming out from GGuys. Upgraded pistols and armor. Little bit of utility. Couldn't be. It's not an impossible round if they stay together.
Well,
Vladimus finds Furious Sam in the apartment.
So good from this balcony position every time. It does look like he's going to get caught by the Fluff now, though. Although the Fluff does kind of fluff that spray a little bit. Doesn't manage to eliminate Vladimus. But he is aware that he's still got to be up there, surely. Well, the bomb is in the hands of Capares, and he is taking it up towards the B-bomb site. Vladimus is just trying to be as big of a bait as possible here. And it does look like VersusYou
four men stacked on the banana. They do have 1 smoke, probably going to be used on CT. Yeah, it is used on CT.
Oh my god, how does that happen?
Oh, that triple peak, they just couldn't punish it quite fast enough.
Well, the rotation's coming in from CT now. Well, Midgard, he's good for 3 somehow. The last one comes when he's blind, and the Fluff cleans up Vladimus on the other side of the site, and well.
Yeah, they definitely. That's a big oversight on Midgard. They didn't check the position. He just takes down 3 straight away. GGuys were looking really strong in the round as well.
Again, and it's almost like we've seen the complete just reversal of what happened in the last half, you know. GGuys, they won that initial pistol round and then lost the consecutive one. And VersusYou are setting themselves up for a pretty successful CT half now.
Yeah, see, the T side just absolutely running up the mid. Should be taken down any second now by the SMGs of VersusYou.
Well, Stebby gets 1 kill with the MP9, and the other players from GGuys do get roasted alive in mid. Now, there are 3 of them left alive. But whether they're going to be able to
just
find
3
them is a
Glocks,
different
no
question.
utility. This round shouldn't go on for much longer. Vadimus trying to retrieve the bomb, doesn't quite get it. Smoked off again.
And I just don't think there's very much you can do in this position if you're GGuys, especially when your entire team is just getting wiped out left, right, and centre like that. I mean, he tried to rush through the smoke, I guess, get kind of aggressive, but just wanted to retrieve that bomb. It was just being watched by a hawk by the likes of GGuys. And it's 5 AKs on the side of GGuys now, so...
Yeah, no AWP. They're just going to be going for a fast play, I'm guessing. Maybe. Does it look like they've got 3 players towards the apartments. No counter aggression from the CTs, so this could be quite an influential play.
Exactly. Now, they have a decent amount of utility. I don't really like to see when T-sides don't have Molotovs coming into a site attack, because it's very different. It's very difficult, rather, to force people off a bomb site. Now, Furious Sam is up here with an MP9. I love this weapon so much, but Emil's just going to claim him instead.
Now the Fluff finds the trade and Stebby finds one as well. GGuys need to find a way back into this round. Could it be the push out of apartments by Villis?
Well, it doesn't look like much is going to happen here. Midgard finds one through smoke. Villis does slide the Fluff now, but he's the last man alive for GGuys. He's getting shredded through these barrels right now, and Midgard is the one to finish him off.
Yeah, not much he could do.
Well, and that's the first full buy round we've seen from GGuys on the T side. I think we've only really seen GGuys be effective going into rounds when they've got 2 AWPs on their team. So hopefully,
yeah, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah.
On the T side, though, 2 AWPs can be dangerous because if you get rushed by an SMG or something, you can just be completely caught off guard.
Well, hopefully, if they pick up these 2 AWPs later on in the half, then they'll be in a slightly better position to be able to deal with whatever's being thrown at them.
Yeah, definitely. Well, here we go. 4-man banana rush from GGuys. 5-man banana rush. They're just completely running into it.
Well,
utility. They forced the CT player off the angle, but the new box player finds 3. Taken down by Villis with the CZ at long range.
God being an
And
absolute
H-Monster.
animal there.
Wow, gets taken down by Kippars.
He's the last man alive for GGuys, and he's got a lot of work to do if he wants them to win the round. Does manage to pick up the M4, but he's got no armor to support himself.
Yeah, he has got the M4 though. It's not impossible, but
Furious Sam just shoots him.
Clinical.
Shoots the guy in the head and takes
now
him
he's
out
dead.
there. Now he's dead, exactly.
Well, that was a good attempt from GGuys. I think that was pretty outstanding, coming from so little investment into the round.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of money now on GGuys, so if they were going to buy some AWPs, this would be the time to do it. It doesn't look like they're going to do so, though, although Emils has been their primary AWPer for the majority of the CT half. And he is going to pick one up inevitably, so it's going to be him and Stebby on the AWP versus AWP battle. Interesting to see how effectively he's going to be able to do this. Now, Emils is going to get tagged down to 84 with those HEs as Oscar gets put down to 69 himself. They only managed to trade 29 damage on to Stebby.
One sec, my game tabbed out.
Okay.
Right, I'm back in. Okay. All right. Emil's aggressing on the banana. Will he be able to find a pick from a CT aggressing? Does look like they're going to be staying passive though in the CT position. Midgard and H-Monster might see a boost here. Yeah, we're going to see it.
Well, Midgard's going to go up there, and we've seen him be deadly from this position before, especially in that second round of this half where they countered that with the P250 players getting a few headshots. Then Stebby's flirting with this smoke here. He doesn't want to get aggressive around it. Unfortunately for GGuys, he doesn't spot any players coming through it just yet. Now, the bomb is towards this area, but it's going to be difficult for them to find. Oscu comes through. He's looking for one. Gets put down to one in return. Stebby, he's hunting for them. Finds one. They don't anticipate in the back. The second's the no-scope. He gets the third for Vladimus. Oh, my God.
Insane plays coming out.
Debbie absolutely shutting down the assault of GGuys on the A bomb site there. Taking them
Absolutely
right out.
insane plays with the AWP. That was amazing to see. GGuys just absolutely struck now. They've got the economy just about to buy into this round, but
I mean, it's looking very ropey for them. If they lose this one, VersusYou are going to go up to 13, and that means they only need 3 more, and the economy of GGuys is going to be heavily on the ropes, especially if they lose this one.
oh, good utility down Banana. Does do a bit of damage onto Kipara's. Emil's flashed off the angle. Good counter utility use from VersusYou.
Mills is hungry. He's going to push up aggressively with this UMP. The smoke's going to delay his push, and once again, we see Midgard up on this boosted position here.
Yeah, could be very, very dangerous. As last round, it wasn't used. They won't exactly expect it, especially since they've got such a deadly crossfire on this site with H-Monster as well.
We have seen another passive setup. GGuys are just waiting. They're waiting for the utility to expire before they expend their own. And Midgard's up here and he's been flashed off. Are they going to finally peak the boost? They're not going to do it. And Midgard and Monster are going to get some trades of their own. Stevie
Villis runs through the smoke.
Oh, we've seen him do a lot of work in this last half. Is he in the last round, rather? Oh, he just doesn't know that he's scoped in on someone because the smoke's there. Well.
Oh, good smoke spam by Furious Sam. Villis just punished.
Absolutely.
The Stebby is low now.
Stebby, though. A lot of trouble there. Now, the bomb's down and the CTs are running out of time to retake this site here. Oscu's going to go and look towards the banana area, but little does he know that every single member of VersusYou is going to be coming up from CT.
Yeah, through the construction. It's quite a tight choke point, I think. If Kipara's expects this, he could spray them all down.
Oh, he spots one. He's looking left. They're running out of time to defuse here. I don't think they have any time unless they get on the bomb right now. Well, and that's going to be it for VersusYou. They're definitely not going to win this one now. And
yeah, the crossfire's just too strong from GGuys, those crossfires. Kiparis finds 4 in the round, now on 24. He's doing so well this game so far.
And something worth mentioning as well is that they have retrieved an AWP. Now, they're not going to give it to Emos by the look of things. Oscu has kept a hold of it. Perhaps there's something they know about their team composition that allows them to exploit the longer angles on Oscu. He's just going to go straight up banana with it, though. What's he going to be able to find? He's going to be Molotov'd off.
All that utility. Oscu down to 57 health right at the start.
I love these early utility plays out banana, man. Just with the grenades flying back and forth. People trying to find anything that they can. Yeah,
definitely. It's been very influential in this game so far, especially for VersusYou with their last few round wins.
Well, does have to be said now that the economy game has been traded out, and VersusYou are the ones that are looking on the ropes if they lose this round now. They're
both teams have like no money though.
Yeah, so this round is a must-win round to determine the rest of this half for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Vladimus has decided to stick with the MAC-10, a little bit questionable, but we might see some amazing stuff coming out.
Well, you never know in these angles. I mean, I think it's partly as well just to, I mean, of the amount of money he has. He only's got $400 to his name. He couldn't afford to buy himself a rifle. And the rest of his team's money aren't looking great, so...
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether it was the best choice for this round, because obviously it's could be long range with the crossfires. But here we go. Up banana go. GGuys sprayed down by H-Monster on the B site. Finds 2 frags straight away. But caught by Vladimus with the MAC-10.
And that's just unfortunate for H-Monster. I think he was the only person on VersusYou that didn't have head armor there. And Vladimus just finds him. Completely takes him out now.
Oscu finds one, I think, through the CT smoke. And Kiparis kills Stebby with the...
Well, Molotov just burns him alive there. And VersusYou are in trouble here. I think if they're going to lose this round, they've got to look to save these guns and eliminate as many retreating GGuys players as possible, because the economy is playing such a huge factor right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's going to be definitely difficult into the next round, I think. VersusYou are going to have to pull the eco and just try and see these rifles work. We saw earlier in the game the 4K from... I think it was one of the VersusYou players. Yeah, H-Monster with that AK early in the game found that 4K when his team were on eco. So maybe we'll see something similar in the next round.
Well, VersusYou, they aren't going to be able to find any of the exiting GGuys players, unfortunately for them, but they do save 2 rifles, and this could lead them to buy into this round. 2 of their players have got just over 4K. And I think that is going to be the call to do so. Some rifles are getting dropped and other weapons are being bought, so...
Well, pretty interesting force buy. We got the CZ and the Scout coming out from Stebby. Maybe he's going to be, he's going to be peeking mid with it. Will he find a dirty shot down mid?
see somehow. I don't think so. He's been really good with the AWP, but hitting headshots with the scout is a whole nother new game.
Yeah, that is always difficult. We've seen some insanely skilled players in this tournament so far, so we might be able to see some more now.
He's holding these angles. He's just praying that somebody comes through the smoke at him so he can eliminate them, but I don't think that's going to be able to happen. Now, that grenade could be lethal, unfortunately.
Doesn't do much damage.
To Villis. Had the right idea with it. The T's weren't in the right positions for them to be able to exploit.
Yeah, the T's taking apps control now, definitely moving towards the A site. 3 players there for VersusYou. Could they hold them back? Though, it does look like 2 players are falling back towards Banana, so with a minute left, they're going to have to make the decision soon.
There's a 4-man A stack here, and Oscu's got the bomb, and he has shown no signs of moving away from this A site yet. And
that wall bang, it's completely through smoke, just finds Oscu for... Oh, finds Stebby, sorry.
I think he just legs him down there. That could have been even more dangerous for GGuys than it was for VersusYou, because I think if Oscu gets that kill there, he runs into the A site with that bomb, and then they run into the remaining stacked VersusYou players there. So,
well, GGuys running onto the B site now. 1 player at new box. It's mid guard. Can he find? It does find one, but there's a Molotov going in. Runs out, gets traded.
It's not good for any more. H-Monster's looking for another one. He is going to get it, but Villis trades him out in return now, and the gamble of the A stack has unfortunately not been the right one for them, as the rest of the players, again, all 3 of them coming from CT. Nobody attempting to flank a banana area. Stevie ringing out the war cry of the scout. He's only on 7, bless him. Whether he's going to be able to do anything with it is unlikely. Furious Sam getting eliminated now, and Villis taking out the fluff as well.
2 in CT, just sprayed down, no trades, and now it's just Stebby on 7 HP with the scout getting pre-fired by Mills and found.
He tried to flash his way out, but unfortunately there's not much you can do in that angle. You're trapped there, there's 3 guys with AK, you've got a scout, a P250 and a flashbang. He tried to go for the right play, hoping that he'd run out before the flash popped with all the other players turned around, but they were too smart for that. They were all just watching him.
Well, looks like VersusYou just going for the full eco into this round. 2 sets of Kevlar on Furious and H-Monster. They had a little bit more money than the rest of their team. And I think they're just expecting to lose and going to the next round and buy.
Well, that grenade could be nice onto H-Monster there. Just dodge out of the way of it mainly though. Not going to be hit too low for it. And oh god, you just hope that this angle pays off, don't you? It's potentially dangerous, but GGuys just read him like a book. The perfect flashbang there. The angle gets peaked.
Villis finds another player pushing in the apartments, and it's looking pretty ropey for VersusYou now. Doesn't look like they'll be able to find anything in this round.
It is indeed. It looks like GGuys are going to go to 14, and VersusYou are going to they're going to need to buy into the next one to prevent them from reaching match point.
Yeah, if they lose this next buy round, this map's over, I would say, in GGuys' favour.
Yeah, indeed. That certainly has to be said. If they lose the next buy round, they're going to be on a force buy at best, which means pistol armor and
on match point
against these fully geared players. I mean, Villis is absolutely popping off in this half. He's gotten himself all the way up to 17 kills, although Cabarrus is on 26. So
yeah, Cabarrus has been a force to be reckoned with this game and finds another kill on the B site, and now the B site's completely open.
Well, Furious Sam just sat on the A site now, wondering what on earth happened to the rest of his team. He's still wandering around, but I don't know where he's planning on going, really. Is he thinking of saving this? I don't think so.
Yeah, I think he might just be talking to his teammates, just like talking about the next buy round and what they're going to do. So he's just staying alive for as long as he can to delay it.
That's potentially good insight there. I didn't even think remotely that that would be an option of what he's doing.
Yeah, they do it in like sometimes in a technical pause. Obviously, they'll discuss the game at the same time, using it as kind of an extra tactical.
Yeah, well, it does look like he's going to attempt to save this Deagle, although, as I say that, he's gearing up to try and eliminate some players who retreat through Banana. He's being hunted as Oscar and Villis are clearing the CT area, but Vladimus is going to be the one to find him instead.
Yeah, well, this is the crucial round. We're going to see VersusYou buying up again. This is their last buy round of this game, most likely. So
they're going to have to be scraping the barrel for it as well. They're going to have nearly no money left between them, and the risk has come through. The double up setup. It's now or never, do or die in this round, especially now.
This mid peak needs to be influential, but the T's have already all gone up banana. It's going to be an aggressive play by
there's so
GGuys.
many Molotovs there. The spam comes through and gets mid-guard, and Villis
no.
eliminates H-Monster as well, and the B site is wide open. It's wide open, but GGuys don't have the bomb. They've left it back in T-spawn.
Yeah, that could be influential unless Vladimus decides to push A, because now they've got no way of going and finding that bomb.
Well, you have to say now that it's all over, right? I mean, they're all over B, but they don't have the bomb, really, so someone's going to have to go back and get it, I assume. Stebby's on his own with an AWP, and he's the only thing stopping GGuys from hitting match point here. He'd have to 1v5 with the AWP to do it. The best we've seen him do is 3 in 1 round so far.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Stebby with the AWP in CT just needs to keep it saved. Hopefully, well, he's just hoping that the T's don't push, but they haven't even planted yet. They've had plenty of time already to go and hunt him, and they've pretty much got him pincered now. They basically know where he is.
Vlad's going to be the hunting player on site. He's just playing passively from an off-angle in arch. And I think he could just completely eliminate Stebby here, although he looks away just at the wrong time.
Did Stebby spot him?
I don't think so. I don't think Stebby moved out, but he's just holding passively in this arch side, really, isn't he?
Kiparas should find him in the back, even if Vladimus doesn't push.
Well, he's gone out now, and Vladimus does take him out in the back of the head. 3 kills he got in that round. One of them was absolutely sick on short.
Yeah, I didn't see that. My camera was on the B site most of the round. Well, either way, this is the final 4 spy for VersusYou. They've not got very much going into this round. GGuys know that, so they're just going for the 4 AK buy, and they're probably just going to push banana.
I think their hopes and dreams here lie in the Mag 7 hero play. It's going to be
Look
on
at
B
this,
as well.
Oh, the nades down banana. Will they hit Villis? He gets through virtually unscathed. Because TV lag, that means the game's over.
Villis, rather. He does get through with only 21 points of damage inflicted on him, but Emils does take a little bit more, which means that Stebby now going to be pushing around short with this Deagle. Again, we're just seeing a little bit more passive play.
Definitely, they don't want to throw themselves into this because they know it's they're the ones in control now because they've got the match point.
Well, Oscar's just looking for anything he can find, any aggression coming through that B smoke, because the bomb is going to head up towards him. It's Mag 7. I want to see it do some heavy work on this B site.
Yeah, well, 4 players are positioning towards B for GGuys. Does look like the execute's going to come out in about 30 seconds.
It's going to be vital, the positioning. Everything has to go right here for VersusYou for them to be able to defend this. They have very little utility to stop the push. It's going to be this flashbang from the fluff, really. It's going to have the most say in stopping them. Well, the fluff does find one, but is the Molotov going to spread any further? I don't think so. I think he's just about made it out alive. Now, Villis, what? How does he not manage to get that kill there? Surely I thought Oscar was dead after taking a body shot with the Mag 7 there.
Yeah, it's just quite unlucky. The Mag 7 doesn't always do as much damage as you expect. And now it's just Stebby and CT with the Deagle trying to retake against 4 Ts, 2 of which are low, but he's coming in from the CT side.
He did miss out the opportunity to headshot there. I think he was just trying to line it up perfectly, but Vladimus just manages to walk away, blissfully unaware of the potential doom. Lay at his feet, and Oscar gets the final kill of the game, bringing GGuys the victory. 16-12 is the scoreline there, guys. Stay tuned as we're going to go to a quick break, and we'll be back with Mirage for game 2.
Remember, this is a best of 3, so Mirage, map 2.
I found peace in the dark of night. Tabletops counting hours in the early hours. Stone cold inside. Banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people. Chasing whatever kills. For so long I forgot how it feels in the dark of night. Tabletops counting hours in the early hours. Stone cold inside. Banging drop stanzas, never needing answers. We wander all alone, but we can't find the street lights go. We wander all alone, but we can't deny we are the street light people.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the second game in this best of 3 series. It's GGuy versus VersusYou Esports once again. My name is Protalis, back here with my fellow caster John. How you doing, John?
I'm fine, mate. Let's get into this.
Well,
I'm excited.
We saw a close brawl between these two teams in the first match of this series on Inferno. VersusYou looked like they could take it at one point, but GGuys did inevitably manage to close it out in the end, 16-12.
Yeah, I did think they'd be able to pull it off in the end. They looked like the stronger team from the start, and they definitely deserved the win. Either way, we've got to push out onto the A site by GGuys, straight away going for the plant by the triple box.
Well, Phyllis is going to take out Furious Sam on the attack there, who was holding the CT angle. And again, this is the second time I've seen this. Heavy amounts of CT aggression. 3 terrorist players going towards CT, but Sebi just takes them all out.
3.
No, you're in a tough position if you're GGuys here. No, Oscar, this information
What
is
a
certainly...
shot by
Oh, no, but unfortunately, H-Monster takes out Vladimus just beforehand.
Wow,
That's
that was
really
unfortunate.
unfortunate for them. So Oscar gets the shot off a second too late. And
It was that perfect bait play in CT. They pushed one guy there, but one guy was already nestled in the corner. They didn't expect it. He runs out, finds 3 kills.
Well, VersusYou, it's the start they're looking for if they want to push this to 3 maps. 1 round on the CT side. We saw that their T side looked a little bit weak going up against double AWP setups, and we know that GGuys have a couple of very good AWPers on their side. Now, something it is useful to point out is that we saw in the last game, both teams won the pistol round. So GGuys won the CT pistol and VersusYou won the T pistol, and both opposing teams won the round after the pistol round. And well, that happened in the last game. It doesn't look like it's not going to happen in this one.
Yeah. Pablo has just mentioned in the chat that... Oh, no, it's Anders, sorry. Lucent have beaten Airtas Black 16-14 on Inferno, so they are now 1-0 up.
Tight game for them then. They've gone all the distance, all 30 rounds, without pushing overtime. Well, we'll have to see what the rest of GGuys can do here now. Villis has got an MP9, and every time I see this weapon in a player's hands, it just gets me so excited. And Furious Sam's got one as well. There's 2 of them on the map. I'm a happy man. I like this weapon.
It can be a very dangerous weapon at close range. It's got such high fire rate that if you can control the recoil, you can get yourself some very fast kills. And he's boosted into the window. I think H-Monster's aware of it.
Oh, he's definitely holding the tight angle. He's spotted his arm now. Villis. Oh, it fires so quickly, but it's just not enough to get the frag there. Vladimus gets taken out by Furious Sam, and it's Kiparis left alone in the connector area to be finished off by H-Monster.
Yeah, a fairly clean anti-force buy round. Actually, no, it was an anti-eco, sorry. It was fairly clean. I mean, keep 3 players alive with the most important guns.
Yeah, they saved the couple of FAMASs and the MP7 left into this one.
Yep.
Again, map 1 was taken by GGuys 16-12. So they're going to need this map to win 2-0, and VersusYou are looking to take it to cash by claiming a victory here. Now, Emils, he's looking to hunt the player and connect, and he does get there in time. He was a little bit late, but he does get that counter trade, and that could be very important. It could have a huge knock-on effect for the rest of this round. The most dangerous factor, though, you've got to say on the side of VersusYou right now is Stebby with that AWP. He really woke up in the second half of their game on Inferno with it, and he's looking even more dangerous so far in this game.
Yeah, he looked fantastic on the whole of Inferno, but now he could be picked on the ramp as Villis pre-fires, but doesn't seem to find anything. Is now being pushed by Laflaf with the MP7.
He's jumped down and he's put that SMG to work. They're the best thing they're at. Their highest skill, an SMG, is the fact that you can just run and gun and destroy people, and Laflaf shows us exactly why there.
Caught him completely off guard with his pants down, effectively, and easy frag.
No, just a little bit of casual play here.
Yeah,
it looks to be angling up towards short, and none of the CT players are actually watching it. And
look at Vladimus.
I know,
he's pushed in jungle.
It's a dangerous position here, but Stebby's watching it. He's well aware that they don't have jungle control right now.
Yeah, I think he'll take him down then. He's only got the Mach 10.
Midgard is on his way in the back.
Yeah, as soon as Oscar finds this plant, I think there's going to be problems, because they'll know straight away that it's B.
Laflaf, is he going to go out connector, or is he going to come through the window? It does look like he's coming here, but it's almost like he knows exactly where Vladimus is. Does manage to get a headshot on him, but it's just not enough when you've got a Mach 10 against an armored head. The Stebby shoulder gets spotted out. The spam is coming through. He's not going to be able to find it just yet. Midgard cleans him up in the back, though, from the window.
Yeah, it was just unfortunate. I think he spotted the shoulder and expected the guy to be pushing him with his teammate, but actually he was just holding the angle, so it just caught him off guard a little bit. It was a good attempt. At least they got the bomb plant. Their economy's not going to be completely in the dumps now.
Well, 3-0 is the scoreline for VersusYou. It's a much cleaner start than they had in the last one. As GGuys now looking for some kind of weird force buy. They've got Vladimus on a scout.
And nothing else.
The rest of the players on pistols and armor. So, looks like Vlad's going to go out and try and get a mid-pick while the rest of them rush B. And he shot between Stebby's legs. And that's all he's going to be able to do from this position for now.
Yeah. One thing worth noting is all the economy on GGuys is just above 2k. So with the round loss bonus next round, they'll be able to buy fully. That's the whole point, I think.
Wow. And especially if they do a lot of damage in this round and potentially win it, it could be dangerous as well. Because VersusYou are looking kind of dangerous. A couple of their players won't be able to afford to buy in the next one.
Oh, but good spray from Furious Sam. Trades back the frag that was lost. H-Monster places down a fantastic Molotov and starts spraying him down.
He jumps out the window to try and get away, but the flames spread through the window onto the floor underneath. And Oscu's the man left alive now.
Straight into the VersusYou blender.
Oh, Furious Sam and H-Monster got 4 kills in that round, so one of them with
they're definitely,
and they cleaned up.
They're definitely looking very strong on that B site. That hold was fantastic. They held them back with the utility and then just great individual plays.
Well, we're seeing 5 AKs and full utility coming out for GGuys now, no warps, and that could be dangerous if you're going to try and contest the mid angle. Now, it does look like they're going to have to use 2 men to do it. The early Molotov's going to come out, potentially force Stebby off his angle.
And Meals has already pushed through the smoke. They've got mid control now. This is deadly for GGuys.
Oh, well, it could be
deadly for VersusYou. Sorry.
Stebby is watching that short angle. Now, that smoke's going to make sure he's not going to be able to eliminate any player walking through there, unless, of course, he spams through the smoke. But it's not going to do so. He's going to go back to CT. And
this position from Emil's as well. He could peek out of there and kill the guy on default instantly without any question. But here we go. We got a mid and A split coming out from GGuys. We'll have to see if their utility use will get them to the site.
The bomb is angling its way towards A. Emil!
Oh, what a spray! Oh my god!
Rushes out of the apartments and gets himself 2. Now, Stebby does get Vladimus as a trade, but the bomb is going to be planted now. It's a 3v4 retake already. Oscu takes a little bit of damage to the smoke there and doesn't manage to give any back just yet.
Yeah, Emil's the star of last game. Stars again and crushes the A defense for VersusYou in a matter of seconds.
Whoa! Midgard
Nice
somehow
Midgard.
manages to win that engagement. Definitely anticipate that. Didn't anticipate that to happen.
Yeah, he preempted the angle perfectly, but Oscu takes down H-Monster on the ticket booth, and now it's just 2 players left for the CT side, and wall banged by Oscu.
Exactly, they were both low there. Not much you expect them to be able to do in this one, and GGuys find their first round on the scoreboard. VersusYou have enough money to buy for now, but they won't do if they lose the following round, so... Well...
5 AKs coming up from GGuys again. Could be a nice aggressive play. We've got quite a patchy buy for VersusYou, having had dead players in both previous rounds. Quick smoke in the apartments.
Kind of a nuts position on mid here. He's hoping somebody gets aggressive up towards that area, but they're not going to.
Oh, it's the grating, yeah. He probably hit the mid jump. But look at this mid control by VersusYou. They already know there's no one in mid. Does look like it's going to be a delayed B play despite the A fake. Look at this, 4 rotations drawn for VersusYou. This is impeccable by GGuys.
Midgard's going to have to do some work with his CZ. Finds one, he's looking for a second one. Not quite going to get it though. Vladimus looks to pick the bomb up. Doesn't miss it there. Costs himself a couple of seconds going to plant it. The rotation's coming through now. There's so many players about to come up this short angle. It's really tough if you're looking to defend this bomb. It's only just gone down. They're aware that there's one guy up towards market, but they're not aware that there's so many up short, and one guy's already flanked up into the apartments area, and all of a sudden this round's starting to fall apart for GGuys.
Oh, I still think they have it, I think. Yeah, look, just walking into it
in
now.
The back, but he stays alive somehow. That presence of mind just to move instead of flicking to try and attack the apps guy, and all of a sudden, just that acute positional play from Vladimus there. He gets shot in the back, doesn't freak out, doesn't try and flick him, he just walks back into the site, tucks himself away, relays the information to the bench player, and then just eliminates everybody else in the attack. Good defensive play from him.
perfectly done by Vladimus. Reads the situation amazingly well, and that really clutch flash from his teammate on bench completely full blinds the guy on short and allows him to just pick him off.
Oh, that puts the economy for VersusYou on the ropes now. Well, H-Monster's going to get aggressive towards Apps, but he's going to get punished for it. Palace, rather.
Emil's pushing into the connector. Does spot one player. Maybe he could be traded by Stebby, but spots him out. Amazing awareness by Emil's.
There's a little bit of trigger discipline would have been what you'd like to have seen from Emil's in that position. Just wait and acknowledge where he is. Now, LaFluff is just sat in this smoke. This could be potentially really dangerous, especially if the... I mean, he could have tried to deny the planter there, but he does fall back instead. Now, he spotted Oscu, but the flick from the ump on the unarmored head is too strong. Ooh. Nearly Midgard finds the mid player there, but gets eliminated beforehand. And
Emil's escapes by the skin of his teeth.
3 in a row now for GGuys as they're looking to tie the game up in this round.
Yeah, they are definitely looking like their stronger side at the moment. Their aggression and utility use has been pretty unmatchable by VersusYou so far, and the economy is looking very strong.
Well, Oscu is elected to buy an ump instead of AK in this round. Perhaps he was thinking maybe they forced them onto a second eco and he can go for a bit of bonus money. It's not the case.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like they're just feeling out. They have 4 AKs, so they're not like completely throwing themselves at them with SMGs, but
well,
he's holding the A ramp though.
Something that could be useful with this ump is that there's no head armor at all on the CT side right now. They're betting on 5 AKs being carried back into this round.
True.
Which means Oscu could deal some major damage.
Oh no.
See, that's what we're saying. You didn't have the head armor and that ump becomes way more valuable in that position.
Yeah, definitely. We see it doing lots of damage in that position.
Stebby to
Furious
spot
Sam.
Kapara's there in the jungle area and spots another one on Tetris. So giving a lot of information to his teammates, but Emils just comes through, absolutely headshots him off the face of this earth. And what do you do now?
He was full blind as well. He just pre-fired.
Well, Furious Sam does trade out Emils at least, but he's left in a 1v3 with no real grenades bar a smoke and a flash.
And he is being flanked out from the CT position. He is aware of it, but it's a far back flank, so he's probably not going to be able to spot it.
Vladimus is holding for the exits here. He just wants to take this rifle away at the end of the round. Doesn't want to get too aggressive right now and throw away any opportunity for a retake. Whoa! Villish!
Flashbang.
Gets caught looking the wrong way there. Don't know why he's doing that.
He saw the flashbang come. I think he heard the flashbang being pulled, and then
turned away from it. Well, that grenade nearly kills him. It's not going to be quite enough to do so, though, and that means he's going to be able to save the M4 going into this round.
Yeah, because he pushed through with the flash. Yeah, they seem to be just playing quite... They prefer their aggressive, fast, utility-based playstyle rather than going for picks with an AWP, I think, at this stage, at least.
Well, they've gone for another force buy VersusYou have here. A rifle and 4 pistols. They've just kept everyone above 2.5k.
Look at this short push.
Wipes out
4 CTs.
Wow, now this could be absolutely lethal here. We've seen the huge work done from it before, but Emils is too smart for it. Furious Sam is going to get him in the end, but the Molotov forces him out of position.
Yeah, he spotted all 4.
LaFluff might be able to get a gun here. I think that HE pushed one into ladder room, but I don't think he's aware of it. Well, not going to risk his life at the attempt of that headshot. And fully blinded now. As this should be all the information you really need as GGuys. Just take the bomb A, get the plant. Just trying to eliminate the players if they try and save later on.
Yeah, I think they are definitely going to go for the save. It's 2v4 versus 4 AKs. You haven't really got much of a chance without the rifles.
LaFluff's having a go. He wants Kaparis down, but he's not going to be able to do it in the end. And that grenade's going to give away Sam's position, only on 23 HP now.
Yeah, Kapara's kind of feeling it out.
Oh, he gets caught with the smoke out as well. Unfortunate for him there. As GGuys take their 5th consecutive round in this T half.
Yeah, they're looking dominant at the moment. There's not really any response from VersusYou, but now they've got the economy. They are going to full buy. See the double AWP coming out. Could be quite influential. Definitely was in the last map.
Exactly. Stebby was incredibly good on the AWP in the last match, and I haven't seen LaFluff use it just yet. Perhaps he's a sort of Mirage hybrid for their team. We'll have to see, though.
Yeah, definitely.
It's going to be Stebby in the window position yet again. It's such a pivotal position to put an AWPer on this map. It's just so good.
I think the side of GGuys might see the limitation of their 5 AK setup now as they're facing AWPs with 5 AKs.
Well, especially when the first 2 trades are a direct result of AWPs. LaFluff spots another one in Tetris as well. And that grenade absolutely wrecks him. Not much you can do there, especially when he gets spammed through smoke like that.
Yeah, there's definitely seems to be the counter for what GGuys were doing. Those AWPs were influential in this round. We'll probably see GGuys picking up one next round. Things have.
This round isn't even over yet because... Oh, it's messy. He just touched someone in the smoke there. Unfortunately, because he was falling, he doesn't manage to land anything, and it's Caparis on his own. That could have been lethal, though, that position in the smoke there. If he'd have just pushed through and eliminated H-Monster on the stairs, instead of going for the player short, then maybe he has more of a chance. Caparis literally has just escaped with a hair left on his head. He's got 1 HP.
1 HP. And a bomb. And a dream.
Well, having the bomb has forced Furious Sam to go back over towards B. They can't count anything out just yet, but Midgard's in an absolutely nuts position. He spots his head.
Yeah.
Just looks. I think he just did a double take there. He spotted his head, but you just never. I've never ever seen somebody climb on top of that box before. So I think.
Wait,
he just
really?
did a double take. Yeah.
Did you not know that could happen?
I knew it could happen. I've just never seen somebody actually use it in a game.
Yeah, fair enough. The thing is with it, his view model, the gun, nearly blocked out the guy. If it was my view model, it probably would have done.
Right. Well. You were saying they were seeing the limitation of their 5 AK setup. Oscu's picked up an AWP going into this one now.
Yeah, I expected that. Well, we'll have to see if he can make it work, because otherwise VersusYou are right back in this now.
Well, that's an excellent pick from him. Just finding the shoulder of Furious Sam there. All he's doing is shoulder peeking for info, but the lightning fast reactions of Oscu let him take him out. Now, the Fluff does get Emils on the other side of the map.
Apartments with Adamus. Finds Midgard pushing into the apartments. I think there's a player in underpass. Oh no, it's back short. Sorry, back short.
Well, the bomb is dropped back up, so if that CT aggression from Midgard had been successful, they could quite easily have had bomb control there. Instead, the terrorists are going to take the bomb over towards the B site. And it's only Stebby with an AWP that can stop them, but we've seen him do so much with it before. There was time for a cold zero moment. This would certainly be it, Stebby.
Yeah, I think he's thinking about it as well. He's Molotov's in there to like stop him quickly, and he's right by the van. Although he seems to be putting back to backside or bench.
Probably better. You only see that kind of jumping AWP play once in a million years. Well,
yeah.
Phyllis eliminates H-Monster on the other side of the map, but
does get traded out. But
it's 2 players with 2 AWPs left to defend this attack now, and you've got to say that there's not much of an opportunity for them to be able to obtain it here. Although, I say that, Stebby's found the first flick. He spotted another player as well. Oh, Stebby! Go on then.
Stebby!
The third one. Oh, he tried his hardest now, and it's the 1 versus 1 situation. LaFluff fluffs the shot on the crossing players, but there's no time. Caparis has to get on site and plant. That Molotov is not going to stop it. Caparis, if you...
Oh, Caparis, the timing there just evades LaFluff. And now it's 1v1.
Oh.
And he finds the shot.
That was
clinical aim by
very hairy there. Stebby almost put GGuys out.
Yeah, it was unfortunate he missed the last flick. He definitely could have got that triple.
And now the money once again for VersusYou in the toilet as those double AWPs have been removed from the map. GGuys look like they're going to be able to get another easy round here. They've spread out quite nicely for them. Furious Sam we've seen time and time again buy an M4 when the rest of his team are just on pistols.
Yeah, this buy from VersusYou definitely doesn't look favourable. No utility, which would be so important against GGuys since we've seen how fast they seem to execute.
Well, they've got 2 guys in underpass, and we haven't really seen anyone attempt to take underpass control yet in this game.
Yeah, Furious Sam was pushing up the short position.
Well, H-Monster is going to find one before being traded out by Oscar. That flash could be dangerous. Stebby gets spotted out, though, in window there, and I think that's
he's been there before.
Your CTs are separated now. The only thing I'm liking the look of here is this flank from LaFluff getting aggressive through the A Palace position. He could catch Emils off guard here. Is he going to be able to do so? He might well. Oh, the spam.
Ooh, jeez. I see why his name's LaFluff now. Nearly fluffs it.
Well, Furious Sam's in a good position there. Just can't find that first kill somehow. The spray's just not quite on target. And Midgard has got it all to do with the deagle and body armor, and Vlad must just find him with a spray eventually.
Yeah, unfortunately, Midgard not able to do anything there with the Deagle. No damage found onto Vladimus, and now it's just should be a full eco round coming out of VersusYou. They might just try something like a CT push.
When it does appear to be like that. Again, another eco for them. I was so confused that this was an eco because I just in no way in my mind did I see them buying in that last round at all.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was a bit of a hasty decision and maybe the wrong. Because now they're stuck on an eco right at the end of the half.
Exactly. Villis got very aggressive on the A site there. Found himself a beautiful frag. How much more is he going to be able to find?
Even next round, their buy isn't going to be amazing. I don't know if they'll be able to get full utility.
Well, we're going to have to see. I don't think they'll have full utility, no, but I think they're looking for AWPs again. That's been the key to their success in a couple of rounds now.
Yeah, they'll have one AWP, definitely. Well, here we go anyway. I think GGuys still holding in the default, waiting for the pushes of the eco players. Mid control has been taken and Stebby's found in the window. His aggression punished by the T side. Now it does look like they might be pushing into the connector position.
Well, Bluff's got a good angle. It does headshot Villis, but he's got full head armor, so it's not going to kill him with just a USPS. And Emils is the name of the bounty hunter now. He's heard Furious Sam running around in market. Looks for the spray, doesn't get it just yet. He's out of bullets. It's Glock versus USP now, winnable battle. He's gone for burst fire. Oh no, he was on burst fire and turned it off. I was going to say that. This getting pretty hairy now. Emils does find it eventually, but I don't think he expects Midgard to
way too long. And there we go. Midgard takes him down. Could be able to retrieve that AK.
You've
does.
Got to save this. I'm running so fast if I'm Midgard right now. I'm out of there. I'm like, where can I hide? Any little rat hole, take me there, please.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's going to escape with his life. See, GGuys are already all around him.
Swarming him. It's like he's just kicked a beehive. Well, he's found one. He's looking for another on the same angle. He is going to be there, but gets tagged out. The grenade would have killed him anyway, so a valiant effort there from Midgard to try and save that AK, but GGuys just completely denying them. Don't want them to get any form of an economic build-up coming into this one.
Yep. Well, GGuys looking clinical at the moment. They've been crushing this half. Great half on the T side of Mirage. This is typically a 9-6, 10-5 CT sided map, so it's really not encouraging for VersusYou.
Not at all, Matt. HE's going to do a little bit of damage onto Stebby. As we see here, a lot of CT aggression in the apps. Emils is watching the right way. Villis is not, though. Villis, turn around, man! He doesn't do it and allows Midgard to get the other one. Vladimus does get the trade, ultimately. Have no idea why he's looking that way at all.
Stebby picks Vladimus in the apartments, and now it's Kiparis and Osku trying to get into the B side versus Stebby. We've seen him do influential things on this side before the AWP, but what a shot by Kiparis through connector to LaFluff. Didn't know what hit him.
Yeah, they've made the right tactical call here now. GGuys, they're out. They're flat out of here.
Well, Stebby, we've seen him nearly clutch rounds before. Let's see if he can finish it this time.
Well, he is the man, the myth, the legend, Stebby Coco. Now, he's dangerous with this AWP. Now, this position from Kiparis here, I think he's expecting him to come round through market, obviously, but the long flank is what's going to come in from Stebby, and I don't think anybody expects this. Osku's looking towards CT, which I don't really know why, because if Kiparis is watching here, why is Osku watching CT as well? Unless they think he's already in CT.
Yeah, it kind of looks like he's trying to go for the ninja almost, but realistically, it's the last round. They're never going to leave sight.
Well, he's going to spot Osku out with that shoulder. Did he see him? He must have, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Showing some trigger discipline here now. What's he going to be able to find? That scope's been heard. He's tapped the bomb. He's forcing out the aggression, but Paris plays it perfectly. He hides in the corner. Doesn't let him have the frag, and now Stebby's got to get out with that AWP as GGuys get 9 in a row. Well, not in a row, sorry. They had one broken it up. But
it's not last round. Sorry, I can't count.
Now it's
right,
last
okay,
round.
Now it's last round. I was going to say, yeah.
VersusYou, their money is slightly dodged. You're looking at SMG's armor, maybe. Although,
yeah, they've definitely not got the best
for the CZ.
Right? They were banking on winning last round, I think, and it backfired a little bit.
Yeah, GGuys have just looked very strong in this half. They've just been finding the opening picks that they need everywhere. Sebi tried a different angle that time. Didn't come to any avail for them, though. I don't think Vlad saw Midgard jump up on here because of the
Midgard
flash.
spotted him, though. Yeah. Midgard definitely saw him.
Oh,
and
that flash is
him.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was
excellent.
very well
there.
timed.
Villis gets super aggressive onto Stebby. Does it whilst flashed. I think it was a teammate that did it as well to prevent any connector player from rushing in. And that's going to allow them to eliminate the AWPer of VersusYou here, as the bomb still actually hasn't made its way out onto the A bomb site yet. H-Monster's sat in connector looking for something. Emils is getting aggressive towards CT. For Furious Sam is just going to be like, alright, chill out, mate. And now it's a 4 versus 3 retake here, but Emils tries to push through but gets eliminated ultimately. Villis gets his head taken out by Midgard, and Furious Sam just sits in a Molotov for ages. What? What happened there?
Maybe he was blind. I don't know. I didn't see.
I have no idea. Maybe he was getting shot or something as well. Well, 10-5 is going to be the scoreline in the first half here. GGuys look like they're on some superb form to take this 2-0.
Yeah, definitely. That was a very strong first half from the side of GGuys. They capitalised on all the CT aggression and punished, and their execution just looked outstanding. I think if they carry through their calibre of play into the second half, this could be a swift 2-0 for GGuys.
Exactly. They looked. The thing is, as well, is GGuys looked even more dangerous on the CT side of Inferno than they looked on the T side, right? So you've got to think, if they can get those double AWP setups back up on the CT side here, then they're just going to absolutely be banging people. Well,
yeah, it's definitely.
They've gone for traditional plays on both sides here. We've got one utility player on the T side and one diffusing double flash player on the CT side, as it looks like everything's going to come out of the apartments here. It's going to be the most pivotal area to look out for.
Yeah, no upgraded pistols, no silliness. These guys mean business.
Oh. Emils is going to be the first man on contact! Go on, get me some more, son! Oscar gets another one. Emils with those 2 opening headshots, absolutely beautiful. Just completely decimates the terrorist attack here. Phyllis cleans up another one, and it's all on the fluff now. He's got a Glock to his name. He's got 4 players to find, but he's not going to do it. Oscar gets his second of the round, and Emils, oh my lord.
Yeah, finds one, but taken down so quickly. These trades on the CT side looking effective in the pistol round.
It's a Negev. There's a Negev.
Well, I
Negev?
said there was no silliness, and now we've got ourselves a Negev. So, I mean, for holding angles, it is probably the best gun in the game. So,
well, it's going to be used for that catacombs area, and you can see the logic behind it. If it lays us down against those unarmored pistol players, they're just going to get absolutely shredded if they attempt to come through there. Emils is looking for one, not actually going to be able to find him through the smoke, and wants to jump in headshots in with the CZ.
Yeah, they obviously changed the spin-up time mechanic, so it's accurate much quicker. So it is quite an effective weapon. It's just the movement speed that's the problem, I think.
Yeah, well, when you just use it like an anchor on the A-bomb site, very little you can do without Molotoving it out of position. Well, a lot of grenade damage has been done so far to the attacking players of VersusYou. Now, we have seen before that VersusYou know how to convert a second round with this forced by pistols into a victory for them. They've already taken one.
They're quite dangerous, but Kiparis is going to see that doesn't happen again and sprays down 3 on the short position. Well, now it's just Furious Sam running through the apartments valiantly with his CZ, but I don't think he's going to be able to do much work here. That's get taken down by Valamus.
It's a dangerous weapon. Like, how does he get... It's a pistol. How does he get 90 HP worth of damage down on him in that much time, you know?
Yeah, it's quite disgusting, the CZ, but it's in the game. You've got to live with it. And Villis takes down LaFluff. Another CZ crushed.
Well, there we are, and that's the force buy VersusYou eliminated. They're not going to be able to buy rifles into this one. GGuys almost certainly looking for 13 rounds here.
Yeah, it's been a clean, precise half for GGuys so far. Hopefully they can continue it into this eco round now and then carry the game home.
Well, LaFluff's got himself a smoke and a HE, and I was thinking maybe they were going to try and just get a plant down somewhere on the site, but he's put the smoke down in mid instead. It's going to open up the angle for his team to get there without Oscar.
Oh, the nade! The nade! They've literally got no health left.
Well, this is the absolute killing fields right now as Villis, Oscar and Kaparas just take whatever they want from that middle angle. Oscar's using a USP. Vladimus finishes him off with a grenade and gets his second one with the UMP. So you can see what the attempt is there from VersusYou. You go up mid, it can be quite dangerous if you get those contact plays going into the angles like in connector and stuff like that, but just got absolutely shut down by the window player there. Oscar's grenade just shredded them up and didn't let them push very quickly at all.
Yeah, definitely. That was a very clinical anti-eco round. Now we've still got the bit of the gamble buy, the money buy. You've got
I think that GGuys here have just misread the economy. I think that they think VersusYou need to eco another one.
I doubt it. I think they're just going for money. they've got the UMP because this map can be quite close ranged, and
don't see
Kapara is
why
the
you
mid
still have
aggression.
the scout though is in this position, right?
Yeah, that is questionable, definitely.
Well, it's
Well,
a 3 versus 3 site attack now.
Kapara is going to have to do some work if they're going to win this round. He's the only person near the site.
Have they done the bait and switch? No, I thought they were going to run all the way from CT to B. I would have absolutely loved to see
That
that then.
spam. So much damage.
Has anyone got a HE grenade? Yes, yes, Emils does. Please, Emils, HECT. You are going to eliminate 2 guys if you do that right now. Well, the grenade doesn't look like it's going to be used inevitably. Kaparis comes around the corner, and Emils is the only one left alive.
He's used his grenade.
Fortunately, he didn't kill anyone. No, he's not going to expect them both to be in the CT position. I'm almost certain of it. The flash has come out. Doesn't expect it.
Midgard punishes with a nice little bit of predictive play there.
Well, GGuys still have money to buy into this one. Now, Emils is a little bit... He's the poorest man on the side, outside of Kaparis.
I think he got dropped, maybe.
Well, I've seen another MP9 in the hands of Kaparis, and I'm happy. But the money's still not good for VersusYou, even though having just won a round, Stebby still has to use a Deagle.
Yeah, definitely. This is a doable round for both sides.
Instead, this time, we're seeing some incredibly aggressive AWP play coming out from Osku. He's really looking for a pick here. He is going to find one. Is he going to get out alive? I think so. I don't think Stebby's going to re-pick that, especially not with a Deagle.
Yeah. Aggression in mid works again.
Yeah, that's just superb opening play there from GGuys. They walk up, they get the AWP kill. They know it's not going to be punished, and even if somebody does rush back, Ostku has got, I think it was Emiz next to him in the connector area.
Good pick by H Monster though, finds Villas on the A site, but Osku trades back on B against Furious Sam. We got 2 little fights going on both sides of the map.
Oh, exactly, and you think that maybe it goes the way of VersusYou just for a second with H Monster getting that trade, but Osku's repositioning onto the B site. VersusYou just don't expect it, and whether they're going to expect Vladimir to be in this position instead of Osku now is a real question.
Yeah, they might not expect it, and as 3 players start shifting through the apartments, the execute's about to begin. We've got 3 players on the CT side waiting with their arms open. Osku finds one. Can he find the second one in the apartments? And he does with a quick shot onto Midgard. Well, clinical play from GGuys again.
4 kills from Osku in that round. It turned into a little bit of a monster after that aggressive AWP play, and the money looking pretty dodgy for VersusYou once again. They are going to buy it though. They don't want GGuys to get match point here, but I don't think the buy here was the right decision, if I'm totally honest with you.
Yeah, I think they might be giving up now. The 14-6 down, right next to getting 2-0'd. Maybe they're losing it a little bit.
Well, Villas has an AEG in CT.
Furious Sam jumps in, takes down Emils with the CZ, facing into jungle against Osku. Hero of last round. Buzz tapping him down with the MP9, and it's Villas.
Well, they cleaned up that round pretty clinically. The Orgs play there from CT. It's such a devastating gun. I mean, you can see why it doesn't get picked up, because it's $300 more expensive.
Yeah, but it's definitely worth it in that kind of situation. I think that he's kind of taking the piss a bit.
Yeah, well, it does work inevitably, and the Mag 7 unfortunately doesn't find any kills, but they don't lose it either, so they are going to take it into the next one. And now VersusYou seriously on the ropes here. It's 15-6. We've got Galils and Pistols to save their hopes of staying in the European Amateur League Season 2.
Can they pull this off? The mixed buy against a fully kitted out GGuys with a Zeus, of course.
With a Zeus, always.
Kiparis spots the guy in underpass, does tag him down to half health. Well, VersusYou still in this round though. H Monster finds a pick on the A site onto Emils. Little does he know that there's 3 more CTs there waiting.
Exactly.
Could be a little bit of an over-rotation.
Now, Vladimir's has gotten very aggressive in these apps, and it's a Mag 7. It's the perfect weapon you want to see in this angle. He's not going to go too tightly, though. He knows to hold passively if he can. He spots the one guy, baits out with the Deagle, comes back around with Mag 7, but doesn't find it somehow.
Only tags him down to like 30 health.
Well,
the apps push is coming in. Will Osku be able to pull off some insane shots again?
Oh, Kaparis doesn't find anything, unfortunately. But Osku does get the AWP kill. It's Osku here to try and eliminate any more guys that he can before Villas arrives on the bomb site. The Fluff's going to take a tight left position. He's smoked off.
What a Molotov. forces them off the site into positions they haven't prepared for.
Well,
Does he
Villis,
expect the play
he's
on the
looking
right?
around, he's hunting, he's looking for it, the whiff! Oh no, LaFluff, you fluffler! What are you doing to me, my friend? And now it's a CZ play to win it, and he does do it.
Dinked as well. 8 HP, and they win the game 2-0. GGuys take it 2-0 against VersusYou. They are through to the semi-finals of the European Amateur League. Thank you for joining us.
See you later, ladies and gentlemen.